Be sure to comment, subscribe, and click the notifications bell.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's up guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my Monday Night Raw review for tonight. And before I get into tonight's Raw review, obviously I've been away for months, I get it, but I am back. And as you can see here, this is the brand new display here I have on my channel from Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and my new podcast to come. And just so you guys know, daily videos on this channel here, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. But we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw tonight, coming from the in Sacramento, California, at the Golden One Center. And tonight's Raw overall, I liked because it was a lot better than fucking last week's. And that's not really saying much, though. You know, it's like saying, like, the shit that I took, you know, today was better than the shit that I took, you know, yesterday. It's still shit at the end of the day. But I liked it. I think what it is, I liked the main event. The main event was fucking phenomenal. I don't want to try to, you know, misconstrue on what the fuck I saw tonight, because outside the main event and the things that happened in the main event, nothing else happened on this show to write home about. Really nothing at all. And, you know, you had a main event tonight between Finn Balor, The Miz, and Seth Rollins for the number one contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. It was a damn great main event. A lot of great spots. And at one point in this match, Seth Rollins was trying to do a fucking crossbody, landed on the side of his neck. I thought he legitimately hurt himself. I was like, oh no, fucking Seth Rollins is injured again. But he finishes his match. But we'll hear something if he really legit hurt himself. You know, I'm sure to come either by tonight or later in the week. But he seemed to be fine. He just may have a stinger, which would be okay. So basically, in this match here itself, there was a lot of great spots between The Miz, Rollins, and Balor. They all did great in this match. Miz picks up the win. Miz picks up the win, and he is now the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, the way that he wins this match is that at one point, Seth Rollins, he was doing suicide dives on the outside. He did a suicide dive to Finn Balor, comes back in on the other side of the ring, he did a suicide dive to The Miz, and out of nowhere, fucking Samoa Joe comes out of nowhere and hits a Uranagi on the outside to Seth Rollins. So, Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe, they're not done yet, apparently. And I didn't think they were going to be done either, you know, just by the way their match ended last night at Payback with a simple roll-up. It wasn't a decisive victory by Seth Rollins at all. So we're still going to have that fucking feud. And hopefully this time, you know, Samoa Joe, hopefully he could get his heat back against Seth Rollins at the next pay-per-view, or whenever they're going to have their fucking match. So that's one thing. The other thing is that, oh my god, Finn Balor had The Miz in position for the coup de grace, for the win, right? All of a sudden, Bray Wyatt comes out. The fucking spooky shit, Bray Wyatt comes out, and oh god, man, you know that they were trying to, not really trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? You knew it was gonna be there. You knew it was gonna be there between Wyatt and fucking Balor. You just knew it, cause they already teased it. I just think it's too soon. I think a feud like this should be saved for something like SummerSlam or bigger event paper, even Money in the Bank. I would rather see this like at a Money in the Bank or something. But apparently we may be getting this sooner than what we probably imagined here for this. And Bray Wyatt hits a Sister Abigail on Finn Balor for the win. And, you know, like I said, I don't agree with this happening too soon. I think it's too soon because it's so obvious. You know what I mean? You should save a dynamic like this later on. But you're going to have it at fucking, you know, either on Raw. You know there's going to be build-up segments of this. So, bring out the demon, man. Bring out the demon. You know, all that bullshit. We know it's coming. But, like I said, this feud here, I want to see. I just think it's personally too soon. And I personally think that it's going to be predictable on how it's going to happen. We know that, you know, Bray Wyatt is going to ask about the demon, and this is where Finn Balor brings the demon out. So predictable, and I don't necessarily like that. because of the predictability, in my personal opinion. Now, so The Miz is now the new Intercontinental Champion. No, he's not the new Intercontinental Champion. He is the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and it goes back to square one with him and Dean Ambrose from their feud on SmackDown. You know, I mean, do I really care about this? I mean, yes and no, because The Miz is great, and The Miz is great in that mid-card role where he can become the Intercontinental Champion and make that title relevant, because Dean Ambrose right now, that title on Dean Ambrose is irrelevant. You know, and it doesn't make any sense that, you know, in the first place, why The Miz lost the Intercontinental Championship. He lost it to Dean Ambrose. Now he's going to be feuding again against Dean Ambrose. You know, I don't necessarily like it. If for whatever reason, if you get, you know, The Miz winning the Intercontinental Championship back, then it's BS. It's just BS. And what the hell is my Spurs doing right now? Yeah, I'm turning off the game, man. We're losing. You know what? Fuck this. We're losing my 30 right now. Fuck it. All right, so let's get into the rest of Monday Night Raw tonight. I mean, like I said, this Raw tonight was better than last week. But like I said, the shit that I took last week is not this. I mean, it's basically the same shit. I mean, at the end of the day. So, Raw starts off with a pretty good segment. So Raw starts off with the Raw, you know, with all the women from the Raw roster in the ring. Alexa Bliss comes out. She's having her coronation per se. Okay, and Alexa Bliss. Let me just say this. I fucking love Alexa Bliss. Okay, I love Alexa Bliss. She's like Bae number 2 right now. She's like Bae rank number 2. Number 1 is JoJo. Who doesn't want to smash JoJo? You know, you might be gay if you don't want to smash JoJo, or Alexa Bliss rather, for that matter. But hey, you know, to each of his own. But Alexa Bliss comes out. She cuts a great promo, and I tweeted this out on Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter at JDVenom02. And you know, Alexa Bliss is one of the top 5 best mic workers in the company right now. She is. She's quickly becoming one of the top 5 best mic workers, if she's not already there, in the company right now. You know, because you got, you know, in my opinion, this is just all opinion, you know, not in a particular order. You got Jericho, you got Owens. I'll put Cena up there when he's doing that shoot style, that shoot style type of promo. You got The Miz, and I'd probably put Alexa Bliss up there at number 5. Now you can mix it, you can throw some other guys in there, maybe, you know, maybe if you want to throw Ambrose up there, if you want to throw Rollins up there, that's fine. I won't argue over it, but that's my 5. As far as top mic workers right now, because she is fucking golden. She went from SmackDown, where she was fucking good, to Raw, where she's even fucking better. And whoever say anything about that? How can you improve when you go from SmackDown to Raw? Well, Alexa Bliss, you know, apparently is improving. I mean, she's on full throttle right now. She's white hot right now. She is white hot right now. This is what Sasha Banks should have been when she came up to the main roster. She was that for a little bit. But Alexa Bliss has basically taken over Sasha's position on what Sasha should have been. The bitch, the conniving bitch, the bitch that thinks that she knows that she's better than everybody else. And that's what Alexa is. And I absolutely love what she is doing right now. She deserves to be women's champion. Do I necessarily agree with the booking on how it happened? Not necessarily. But she's a heel and she has to do heel tactics. Basically, she came out tonight thanking, you know, various women on the roster. Thanking Mickie James, for pretty much, basically having her to come back. Thanking Sasha, you know, say, hey, you know, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today if I didn't pin you, you know, to become number 1 contender. You know, she also thanked Bayley, and before she thanked Bayley, she bumped into Nia Jax. This stuff like this is why I think Alexa Bliss is like fucking phenomenal right now. She bumps into Nia Jax and says, "You know what? We're good. We're good. We're gonna be partners tonight. We're good." Just little stuff like that. Like, oh, I love it. Like being a bitch and a cowardly heel at certain times is great. And I made a comment to this on, if you know who Chase Oliver is, shout out to you, Chase. I made this on his payback predictions video, a live stream that we did. And I stated that Alexa Bliss is like the female Edge. She is. She's like the female version of Edge. She tries to win at any opportunity. She's like the ultimate opportunist as a woman. Look how she won for the number one contendership. Look how she won the women's championship, the Raw Women's Championship. I absolutely love it, and it fits her character. So basically, this segment ends with Bayley tipping over the platform. Because Alexa was standing on the platform. Like during her coronation, she was like, "Oh, I'm on top of the world. Bayley, you're all the way down there. How does it feel to be all the way down there?" And pretty much, basically what happens is that Alexa gets tipped over. They brawl. We make it 8-woman tag match, and great opening segment with Alexa Bliss. She's so fucking good. I mean, I can't harp on that again. But you get a 8-woman's tag team match, which I simply despise. I despise multi-man matches. 6-man tag is fine. More than that, I'm fucking through. I am fucking through. Okay, because I cannot stand... Like, how is everybody supposed to get their fucking spot in? Like, how are you supposed to, like, even do anything in matches like this? 8-man tags, 10-man tags, 20-man tags. Remember that fucking, the July the 4th show last year? Team USA versus Team International? It was like a 20-man tag or some shit. Are you fucking serious? I hate matches like this. I just despise it. It's just lazy booking by WWE. Lazy booking whenever they do that. I absolutely despise it. But despite that, though, there was no 50-50 booking in this match. It was a typical schmage where we saw, oh my god. We saw Dana botch in the match. You know what? And another thing about this here, I despise Dana Botch, or Dana Brooke, as you Americans will say. I'm American too, but that's besides the point. There's something about her. There's something about her, like, I don't know if it's the flexing or if it's her promo, like, "Emma, we should be friends again, Emma, ha ha ha, my titties are big." I don't like her at all. So, Dana Botch is absolutely cringeworthy terrible, okay? But, despite that, nothing really happens in this match. A typical schmage, like I said, all the women fight on the outside, and, Bliss basically picks up the win after raking Bayley's eyes. Bayley was going for like a power slam or a scoop slam or something, and Alexa Bliss rakes the eyes of Bayley and hits her with a DDT for the win. Now the thing about this is that Alexa Bliss over the past couple of nights has been using DDT. So is she no longer using Twisted Bliss, and is that going to be her finisher? If so, fine. I mean, I can give leeway for women to do stuff like that, so that's fine. But Alexa Bliss wins. No 50-50 booking here. They're actually letting Alexa, being that dominant bitch and being that dominant heel in the women's roster here. And I'm good with it. She wins. I'm fine with it. Next, we have. At first, I thought it was Enzo Amore versus Carl Anderson. And I could have sworn that the commentator says that coming up next is Enzo versus Anderson. I could have sworn I heard that. But let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. Just let me know if I'm wrong about that. But it ended up being, Enzo versus Gallows. Now, before we get to this match here, between the first segment and the women's match here, there were 4 commercials in the first 35 minutes. 4 commercials in the first 35 minutes of this match. Or of this show. There you go, WWE. Just keep bringing those fucking commercials in, because I love to see them. But this match here, does anybody give a shit? I don't give a shit about these two teams anymore. I like the club. I like Enzo and Cass. They need to split each other apart. You had them feuding for the tag team titles. You have them going up against each other at Payback last night pre-show. And you're going to have another match between Enzo and Gallows. And at the end, Gallows wins with a fireman's carry into a flapjack. I don't give a shit about this feud anymore. I really don't. I really don't. This is one thing I hate about, what WWE does with their booking. When you have a fucking pay-per-view, and the next night after the fucking pay-per-view, you have a rematch or some variation of the rematch the very next night. Fucking lazy. I hate it. But, like I said, Gallus wins with that fireman's carry into a flapjack, and, who do you really give a shit? I don't. Okay, so next match, we have, well, before we get to our next match, we have, Neville and TJ, no, okay, I'm sorry, it's not TJ Perkins anymore, it's TJP, TJ fucking P. They just changed his name from TJ Perkins to TJP. That's like saying, oh, you remember when fucking, Alexander Rusev is just now Rusev. Adrian Neville is just now Neville. Like WWE likes the short names. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's just like, come on, man. Like, come on. TJP. What? Come on. But he's backstage with Neville. Neville thinks he's a fucking mob boss. He thinks he's a mafia boss because he apparently does what the fuck he wants without talking to Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? Kurt Angle, I guess he has no say in the Cruiserweight division. I guess his contract is only signed for the fucking, main division, not the Cruiserweight division. So Neville just decides to book a match tonight. He says, hey, I want you to go up against Austin Aries tonight. And our problem needs to be solved. Okay, so later tonight we get fucking Austin Aries versus TJ Perkins, which ended up being a pretty good match. We'll talk about that in a second. Seth Rollins comes out and cuts a promo here. This is up until the first hour, the ending of the first hour here. Rollins comes out and says that the last 6 months he has the highs of highs, lowest of lows. He's doing a typical babyface promo here. Rollins says that he beat Triple H and Joe, and now he wants Lesnar. Okay, so he wants a shot at the Universal Championship. Remember that. He wants a shot at the Universal Championship against Lesnar. Okay. Finn Balor comes out and says that he never lost the Universal title. And he says that, well, I beat you, Rollins. You remember when I beat you when my arm was dangling from my body? Remember when I beat you with one arm? Well, the line starts here. And I want a shot at Brock Lesnar. Remember that. So Dean Ambrose comes out. Okay, Dean Ambrose he's the Intercontinental Champion, right? He comes out and says that the IC title is the #1 title on Raw. Okay. Then the Miz comes out and says that, Ambrose is a Bears Man champion. Then basically at this point he has some basic WWE shit where it's the poorly scripted shit where Ambrose and Balor and Rollins when the Miz talking, they're all saying in unison, shut up! I hate that shit. I hate that fucking scripted shit. It is so fake. I know it's supposed to be a TV show and we're not a wrestling program. We're a TV show. We're like Friends. We're like Seinfeld. You know what I mean? We're like American Idol. I don't like that. It's garbage. It's scripted garbage. So, Ambrose, at this point, does even more scripted garbage. He calls Kurt Angle from his cell phone. Kurt Angle wasn't really on the phone, apparently. He's like, yeah. And basically, there's a triple threat match tonight between Miz, Balor, and Rollins for the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental title. Match was fucking great. I'm glad I saw that main event tonight. Fucking, one of the best. I probably put it up there, probably the best main event for Raw this year so far. I think it was that good of a match. But explain the fucking logic. Rollins and Balor want a shot at Brock Lesnar. Why are they settling now for an IC title shot? Does that make any fucking sense to you? I swear, you just had these motherfuckers come out to the ring and say, I want a shot at Lesnar. I want a shot at Lesnar. IC title shot? Oh, brilliant. Come on. This is the type of shit I don't like. Keep it consistent. That's all I really ask for. Keep it consistent. You should come out and say, if I was fucking Rollins, if I was fucking Balor, say, well, we know, make it realistic. Well, we know that Brock, he's not going to be around because he has so many dates that he has to be here. Well, since he has hostage of the Universal title, well, let's go for the next big title, the IC Championship. I wouldn't be mad at that. But no, you want us to believe that Rollins and Balor, they want shots at the main title, but they settle for a lesser title. You know what I mean? It makes no fucking sense. Now, granted, they didn't win, and, I can argue about that as well. Okay, they didn't win. They still can have a chance at Lesnar, but, it's just all bullshit at this point. This is all bullshit at this point, and I really don't care for what WWE does in situations like this. So, there you go. That was the end of that segment. We had a 6-man tag team cruiserweight match. Okay, so another multi-man match. This time it's a 6-man tag. I can deal with 6-man tags. But when you get the 6 of the cruiserweights, and I will probably say 2 of them are only over here, and that's Jack Gallagher and Akira Tozawa. And even at that, they didn't even get like a big pop. It was just like... But you have a guy in there like Rich Swann, who was a former Cruiserweight champion, mind you. No fucking pop at all. None. Music plays, can you handle this? And, if you want us to care about the Cruiserweights, and I think WWE doesn't really give a shit about the Cruiserweights whatsoever. They just put them out there. It's like, hey, this is Triple H's special pet project. Let's put them out there. Just... another thing about this match. What did this match do? Where is this going? Where's the feud? Where's the heat? There's no heat anywhere in this 6-man match. Why was it even on TV? Now, granted, I love all 6 of these guys. I think all 6 of these guys are fucking phenomenal. But why was this showing on TV? Why? Why was I watching it? What was the purpose of this match? Is there going to be I know there's a feud between Tozawa and Brian Kendrick. They didn't really touch on that. Okay. I know there's a feud between, Rich Swann and Noam Dar. Oh, okay. Jack Gallagher is being Jack Gallagher. Tony Nese is being Tony Nese. That's, this is why WWE has failed the Cruiserweights, because of shit like this. You had this 6-man tag team match of Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick, Noam Dar versus Jack Gallagher, Rich Swann, and Akira Tozawa. Sounds good on paper, right? Okay. As I mentioned, Rich Swann didn't get a pop at all. The match started at 8, in my time, I'm in Texas, at 8:14. I timed this. They went to 8:17, went to commercial. Between 8:17 and 8:20, okay, well, that was your commercial break. You come back from 8:20 to 8:25, that's the end of the match. So, on paper, overall, they got 11 minutes total. Well, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent if you're there alive in the arena. Steven Larson was there live. I bet you they probably liked the match. And I thought the match was pretty good for what I saw. But that 3-minute commercial really hurts things. For me, personally. Because you got 3 minutes before the match even really begins. The match is just beginning. You get through the middle part where they're building up. When they're telling, well, there's really no story to be told with cruiserweight matches, especially with 6-man tags. But when they're supposed to be telling their story, that's the build time. Last 5 minutes is supposed to be heat time. And I didn't really give a shit. So, basically, the faces win. Gallagher, Swann, and Tozawa. Do you really give a shit? I don't. But that's just a rant. That's just a rant right there. I don't give a shit. So Sheamus and Cesaro, this segment right here is possibly this next promo segment is possibly the most intriguing segment to come next after this here. Probably for next week on Raw, maybe in the next couple weeks once we get a little bit more stories about the Hardys there. But Sheamus and Cesaro come out, they cut a promo, and obviously they turned heel last night at Payback. Sheamus says he doesn't like the fans at all. Cesaro says that the Hardys are a novelty act, and that's the reason I'm turning heel, because of the fact that they're a novelty act. We're the young guys, we're supposed to be the future, blah 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 blah, and so justifiably, in a kayfabe sense, I understand it, I get it, fine, okay, I'm fine with that, because you need new heels on Raw anyway, because Gallows and Anderson can't only be your only heels on the Raw tag team roster. I mean, you got Gallows and Anderson, you got Cesaro and Sheamus, and everybody else's faces. I mean, yeah, everybody else's faces. So, doesn't really fucking matter to me. Okay. So, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy comes out. Matt Hardy was using his big broken words. I don't remember the big words that he was using, but he was using his big words, his big broken words. Now, this is how you know that WWE is either they already bought the gimmick already and we just haven't heard anything yet, or that they're this close to buying the gimmick, or that they got the gimmick from TNA, of the actual lump sum buyout. They show a close-up of the fans, one of the fans doing the delete. Why would they show that, you may ask? That's because that there's something that they know that we don't know yet. They wouldn't show a fan doing this if they didn't buy it already, or if they were this close to buying it. Why would they show that? Why are they going to acknowledge a fan doing the delete? The Broken Hardys are coming to WWE. Now, we knew that. We knew that. I don't want to insult any of your intelligence out there. We fucking knew that. But the writing's on the wall. It visually, they're showing you the delete. After that, Matt Hardy says, well, there's only, he wasn't doing his delete accent, his broken accent, I should say. But he was like, oh, there's only one thing left to do. He went like that. He didn't say delete, but he went like that. He gave the motion. WWE wouldn't instruct them to do that if they're not going to use the gimmick. You guys get what I'm saying? They immediately, Vince would be like, stop doing this shit. Stop it. Stop it. Are you Hitler? He'll probably be just doing something like that. But they brawl. And, like I said, nothing really came out of the segment. They didn't really wrestle tonight. Jeff Hardy got his tooth put back into his fucking head, which is great. And, that is my, thing that I'm most, excited for with the next couple weeks. And also as well, if you guys want to hear my, thoughts on my new podcast called Getting Over Podcast. Like the name, let me know in the comment section if you like the name, the Getting Over Podcast. And, I'll be talking about stuff like that on that particular series there. But if I hear any news, you be sure to hear it on there for sure. So after that segment, we get Heath Slater versus Apollo Crews. Do you really give a shit about this match? Do you really give a shit? Do you want to know why this match? I think you're more interested in why this match is even going on. Well, apparently on the WWE app, or who gives a shit, the WWE YouTube page, Heath Slater was giving fodder tips to Apollo Crews. He was giving fodder tips to Apollo Crews. Jealousy ensues by Titus O'Neil. He comes out and he's like, don't chat with the enemy. Don't chat with the enemy. Don't chat with the enemy. So you're meaning to tell me that this match itself happens because of the fact that Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews have a disagreement with Heath Slater because Heath Slater's trying to give fodder tips to Apollo Crews? Like, what kind of stupid shit is that? Fodder tips? Is this the reason why we're having wrestling matches now? My fucking God. What else is gonna be a fucking match next week? Oh, fucking Rhino stole Titus O'Neil's parking spot. That's your match next week. Bow the parking spots. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck, WWE? And another thing during this match. Michael Cole says there's a lot at stake for the Titus brand. For what? Who's gonna watch over little Ray Ray? Are you fucking serious? Who's gonna watch over little Ray Ray? Good fucking lord, man. Do you really give a shit about this match? I don't. Apollo Crews wins. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Do you? No. Kurt Angle comes out. He cuts a promo. Very short promo. He was going to talk about Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. And saying that they're not done with each other. I think he was going to announce an ambulance match or some sorts. We didn't see Strowman and Reigns tonight. We just got backstage segments and highlights of last night's review. Or last night's show, I should say. For Payback. And, yeah. That's all we really got with that, with Reigns and Strowman with them tonight. Just highlights of them from last night. Bray Wyatt interrupts Kurt Angle. Bray Wyatt comes out to the ring. He tries to spook Angle. He's like, I'm the ones, man. I want to eat you. All that Bray Wyatt shit. He basically says that, I want you to join me, man. I want you to join me. This segment was pointless. He said, this is my world, man. That's all he really says. This is my world, and I want you to join me. If you're not going to join me, you're going to be an enemy of mine. I'm like, I don't give what was the point of this segment? What was the point of the segment? I could have done without this segment. You could have had Kurt Angle backstage and done the same exact thing, and maybe instead of having him come out to the ring, just do the Bray Wyatt thing, like, the whole video of when Bray Wyatt makes his appearance, and just have him do a fucking backstage promo under the lights. What could have been different about that? Why waste, about, I don't remember how long the segment was, probably was about 10 minutes almost, probably. I probably over-exaggerate on that, probably at 10 minutes, but it was more than 5, I can tell you that much, and it was pointless. There's nothing. After that, we seen Dean Ambrose backstage doing an interview with Seth Rollins, and I don't really give a shit about this again. It's just that scripted bullshit. The Dean Ambrose comedy shtick is good at times. Tonight's comedy shtick was not fucking good at all. I don't like some of the shit that Dean Ambrose does with the comedy shtick. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes I get a legit funny haha from it. But tonight, it was hashtag horrific. Hashtag horrific. And he did this with The Miz. He did this with Finn Balor. And we'll talk about that in a moment. And he did this with Dean Ambrose. With Seth Rollins. And basically saying that, what do you think if you win the number one contendership? How are you going to stack up against Dean Ambrose? As Dean Ambrose asking Seth Rollins. It was so stupid. Who gives a shit? Next. After that, we see the match between TJP. I'm not going to call him TJ Perkins anymore. I'm sorry. I'm a WWE sheep. Bah! Versus Austin Aries. TJP versus Austin Aries. A few things to note. Perkins. See, I keep calling him Perkins. TJP. He needs to change his fucking music. He can't be coming out all happy, Mega Man, X, shooting him, doing things like, like fucking Storm Eagle and fucking Armadillo. I want to go play Mega Man X every time when I hear that fucking theme song. That's not a heel theme. Change the fucking theme. All you have to do is make it slower. Make it slower. That's what you did to Neville's theme. And Neville's theme sounds fucking amazing because of that shit. Huh? Just slow down the fucking theme. And let's see how that happens. Change the fucking theme. I like the dynamic between these two, though. Good match. Good match. It's not the best match of the night because we already talked about that. But it was a good match. And it makes me wonder if WWE allows them to go to almost their full potential. Because, what we see from these guys, on Raw and even on 205 Live and even on the pay-per-views is about 50% on what they can actually do. You know what I mean? I would say it's about 50% on what they actually can do. The Cruiserweight Classic, full throttle, no shit's given, just let them go. And we don't get much of that anymore. We don't. I just wish that WWE gives these guys a little, kind of, let loose of the fucking leash a little bit. You know what I mean? Give them, don't let them go fully, but let them go. Because if you let them go fully, they're going to, hurt each other. You know what I mean? And if you do this shit every fucking week, they're going to get injured. So I understand why WWE doesn't really do it. I get it. I understand it. But I would say that they would need to definitely let these guys go and let these guys go to their full potential every now and then. I would love to see that, but we don't really get that. Good match overall. Austin Aries wins with the last chancery. TJP taps out, and after the match ends, TJP attacks Austin Aries. And during this whole entire match, he was working on his knee, and that was the story of the match. And at the end of it, like I said, Austin Aries wins with the last chancery, and basically TJP hits him with a chop block and a knee bar, and there you go. So how's that going to play out? We're going to have to find out on 205 Live. I'm not going to review 205 Lives on my channel here, but SmackDown and NXT for sure. But yeah, going to find out next week exactly what happens here. So after that, we get another interview from Dean Ambrose. We were talking about the whole, he already interviewed The Miz. The Miz interview was, I don't even want to talk about it. It was so goddamn stupid. This interview was even more stupid, but it was pretty intriguing at the end of it all. Ambrose basically gives Finn Balor to him, say, hey, try this donut. And one thing, I don't think Finn Balor has ever had a fucking carb in fucking 15 years. That guy's fucking shredded. Like, I don't think he has a fucking carb. He pretended like he was eating the donut he was showing up. I think he spat it out. I think he spat it out because he's that dedicated to his diet. Maybe, I don't know. But at the end of it all, we saw Elias Sampson, the Drifter, drifting backstage, playing his guitar. Intriguing. What are they going to do with the Drifter? He's been doing that over the past few weeks. So what is going to happen with him? The only thing I don't like about this here is that the commentators don't acknowledge it. It's clearly Elias Sampson. Corey Graves clearly knows who Elias Sampson is. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he can explain to Cole and Booker T on who he is, because Corey Graves was in NXT with this guy. So, you know what I mean? Explain that type of shit. Come on, WWE. But think a little bit. Think a little bit when you're on commentary. Think a little bit when you're doing shit like this. Explain who Elias Sampson is. Right now, he's just a freak who's just been playing the guitar in the back. That's it. The casuals don't know who he is. Is he gonna debut soon, or is he gonna attack anybody soon with the fucking guitar? What's gonna happen with Elias Sampson? We don't know, because WWE doesn't want to explain it to us. After that, we got before the main event here, the last thing here, we got Goldust and R-Truth backstage, basically saying they want a title shot. Kurt Angle said their win-loss ratio is not good, which is fucking right. Explain that to Jinder Mahal, that his win-loss ratio was not good, but he still gets a title shot. Or gets a shot to get a title shot, if that makes sense. And Kurt Angle announces a tag team turmoil match next week to crown new number one contenders for the tag team championships. And after that, again, we went through our main event already, which was, Finn Balor, The Miz, and Seth Rollins, which was a fucking great main event again. One thing I want to say, though, is that, and this is before the match again, this is during Finn Balor's entrance. Why does either Kevin Dunn, I'm going to blame Kevin Dunn. I'm going to blame Kevin Dunn on this, all right? And, I don't want to take JD's gimmick of, I don't want to take his gimmick. I'm going to figure something out with Kevin Dunn, you know what I mean? But Kevin Dunn, he's easy to make fun of, But that's JD's gimmick. That's, Jim Cornette's gimmick. I want to do my own thing here. You know what I mean? I think if you guys like the whole Dana Botch thing, I'll continue that. But anyway, basically, long story short here, the fucking cameraman, whoever Kevin Dunn, this truck is like, get a close-up of Balor's dick when he's on, when he's about to get into the ring. I despise that, because you see fucking Finn Balor's ring board is either to the side, or it's, it's right there, you know what I mean? I don't know how the fuck you guys can't see that shit, but they always do it, and that's, apparently Kevin Dunn, he has to instruct that. It's like, camera 2, Oh yeah, Finn Balor's dick. Look at it. And his eye gets all fucking big and shit with his fucking teeth, like, you know, he wants to nibble on fucking Balor's dick. It's a sausage. Is this a corn on the cob? He's probably thinking it was corn on the cob, maybe. I don't know. But that is it, guys. That is it. If we're all, like I said, great main event. I think TJP and Aries is good. I thought that the Hardys, that brokenness is about to come out soon, guys. Just be patient. It's gonna come. Other than that, nothing happened tonight. Oh, and Alexa Bliss as well. I'm sorry. And of course, Alexa Bliss as well. But other than that, really nothing happened tonight. Because even with the Alexa Bliss promo, great promo. But what happened? Where's the advancement in the women? There's no advancement there. You know what I mean? You know, good match between Aries and Perkins. But where was the advancement there? Okay, yeah, they're gonna sell the fact on Austin Aries' knee, but are you really invested into it? That's the thing. The only thing I was really invested in was the Hardys, and I would say Rollins and Joe, but we're already having that feud already. That feud is still continuing, and Balor and Wyatt, which was an obvious thing that was going to happen. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon, but I'm not right about everything either. But the show overall, I'll probably have to give a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, around there. Better than last week. Last week was fucking horrific. I couldn't really say anything good about it last week. I wish I could have done a review then, but, you know, we can't, you know, I can't change what already happened. But, better than last week. Great main event. Main event got ruined by the interference. Like, the run is ruined the main event, but I understood where they were going, and they're trying to, I get it, but let the main event play out and you know, and just let it, you know, fully finish up. But guys, that's it. Let me know how I did in this video. Let me know how I did in this video. If you were entertained, if you were not entertained, what should I do? What should I change? Be sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. And like my Facebook page, where both links are down below. And both tags are down below me as well in this video. And, yeah, again, you guys do not want to miss out on anything here on my channel. Daily videos to come. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I got a new series that's going to be coming out called What Else Happened. Videos already completed. I'm going to upload it this weekend for you guys. It's going to be fucking amazing. You guys do not want to miss out on the concept of this series. You don't want to miss out. I'm telling you. It's something different on YouTube. You guys definitely want to check it out. I'm building this up. It may be a fucking dud. I don't know. But you definitely want to check it out. And I'll be doing top 10 videos on my channel as well. Probably doing collab top 10 videos on my channel. Kind of like similar to Steven Larson. But that's it, guys. And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great night. Peace out.